Dear Henry, while I was in Eureka Springs, Arkansas, I stopped by the historical St. Elizabeth of Hungary Catholic Church for a little bit of a pilgrimage. Let me tell you all about it. The story of the Church of St. Elizabeth began in 1880 when missionary priest Father Michael Smith organized the construction of a small wooden church a couple blocks away from the current site. The Sacred Heart Church was completed in 1882, and the Diocese of Little Rock began sending priests to Eureka Springs, Arkansas for Mass monthly. The Sacred Heart Rectory was built in 1904. In addition to the Sacred Heart Church, the St. Louis-based Sisters of Mercy opened a small hospital and school next to the Sacred Heart Church in 1902 called the Hotel Dieu Hospital. The current building got its start in 1904 as Richard Cairns, railroad tycoon and one of the builders of the Crescent Hotel, built a memorial rotunda inspired by the Hagia Sophia for his mother Elizabeth, who had died in 1892. In 1908, after consultation with Bishop Fitzgerald of the Little Rock Diocese, a nave was attached to the end of the rotunda, and on May 11, 1909, the church was dedicated to St. Elizabeth of Hungary. The bell tower was built in 1910. There is no record as to why the church did not keep the name Sacred Heart, but Richard Cairns' mother was named Elizabeth, and he also served as an ambassador to Austria-Hungary, which gives a strong connection to St. Elizabeth of Hungary and seems to make reasonable dedication, all things considered. In 1913, the Hotel Dieu Hospital was closed and the statues of Our Lady of Perpetual Help, the Sacred Heart of Jesus, and two kneeling angels were moved to the current church. These historic statues are still on display today. The church began to struggle with maintenance almost immediately. While its construction was sound, the dolomite stone church was difficult to heat, and the variable temperatures took their toll on the building and its artwork. However, the church was operated as a mission church and did not have a regular priest assigned until the 1950s, which limited the type of maintenance and the construction that could be done. Fortunately for the church, Father Joseph Lauro was assigned in 1950, and he began renovations immediately. He enlisted Italian sculptor Cicci Mario to create additional marble statues, including the 1953 installation of Our Lady of Fatima, and organized the Stations of the Cross along the ramp leading down to the church. Further restorations occurred in 1983 with the installation of the 7,500 crystal chandelier, and in 2014 with a complete roof rebuilding. The rotunda Marian ceiling was painted a deep blue with its stars in 2019. The church also holds a mystery. The statues of the kneeling angels installed on each side of the main altar after the Hotel Dieu Hospital closed disappeared sometime in the 1980s and remained missing until right before the 100th anniversary Mass, when they suddenly reappeared unharmed in their original places. To this day, no one knows where the angels were hidden or who was responsible for their removal or return. I was sad to learn that the original Sacred Heart Church and the Hotel Dieu Hospital are no longer standing. Fires destroyed the building in 1930. However, the original rectory is now the Mount Victoria Bed and Breakfast. The church also holds a relic from St. Therese of Lisieux and a gorgeous statue of the French saint as well. This is such a pretty little church. I was drawn to its stunning artwork and statuary, and I am impressed that the parish enlisted local artists Jim Fleiss, Bruce Wright, and Don Underwood to do much of the restoration work rather than seeking artists from abroad. A descendant of Richard Cairns, Liz Ryan, designed the newer stained glass windows in the nave. The original windows of the church, which remain in the rotunda, were all rose red. The church also has a beautiful garden, which is a wonderfully peaceful place for contemplation. You can see the Christ of the Ozarks statue off in the distance from the statue of Our Lady of Fatima. St. Elizabeth of Hungary is also listed in Ripley's Believe It or Not. It is the only church that is entered through the bell tower. The bell tower is also believed to be the last place Richard Cairns saw his mother. I can't recommend a visit to this church enough. Masses are available at 8:30 a.m. Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and the chapel is open for contemplation throughout the week. There is a gift shop also on site, and it is open 10 to 4 daily. I am definitely going to be going back the next time I visit Eureka Springs. Till next time.